Hi, this is Steve St. John again with another video, and this video has to do with my ND experience. And the best way of explaining it is kind of nuts and bolts. It just seemed to have kind of reality based. I don't know how else to explain it to you, but it's a processing center, and it's huge. It's just absolutely huge. And there are clouds above it. It's kind of open, but it's not. But it's extremely, extremely modern. At the same time, there was a kind of a Greek ambiance. But anyway, what happens in this facility, you're processed. And I'm not sure where this fits in, but it does fit in the transition between this lifetime and the next. And the thing that's so amazing about it, there are hundreds of thousands of angels, and they're there to support you in any way that they can. They answer your questions that you have. They want to make sure that, whatever decision you make, and I'm going to talk about free will, it is an absolute. You have absolute control of what you're going to do next. No, God does not interfere. Nothing is forced upon you whatsoever. But in this free will, though, there's only one exception to the rule, and that rule is the evil realm. And I don't know how to explain it to you. It's there and it's not. And the evil realm is, we talk about unconditional love. And the evil realm is unconditional despair, unconditional hate. And I don't want to delve too much into it, but I am going to tell you what is our main goal as far as the evil realm? Revenge to God. How do they get their revenge? Through us. They want us to hate each other. They want us to fight each other. They want us to annihilate each other. They would be happy campers on that. And I say that because the one thing they want to go back to God, and you see, to God, they're going to tell you, your children chose evil. That's their ultimate goal. And I'm going to leave it at that. It's a real bad place, guys. When you're there, and it is a real bad place. And I'm going to talk about evil, in another video in relation to being a chaplain. But I'm not going to even touch that right now. But I want to continue about this processing center. The processing center there was over to my right. You remember when I talked about you choose what the next life's going to be, and there's a line. There are actually two lines. It's kind of different, but there are two lines, and the two lines one is for male and one is for female, and you choose which sex you're going to be. And you don't hear like a loudspeaker, but you hear it through your mind, and they're telling you, and this is one line you need to go if you're going to choose to be male. This is the next line if you're going to choose to be a female. I don't know. I'm just telling you what I experienced. So I don't know what else to tell you, but it seemed to be real. I don't know how to explain it to you, but it seemed extremely real. In the processing center, as I said, the angels are there to support you, but there are those who are not ready for it. They can't accept their death, or they're not ready to be in the next life, so they want to hold on to earth, and what they hold on to is the vanities, power, money, all that stuff. They're stuck on it, and they can't let it go. And within the realm, as I said, the evil does exist in that realm, but it's kind of separate. And not to dwell on it further, but they're there to collect. If you chose evil in your lifetime, you're choosing the path that you're taking, and you choose evil, they collect you, they take you. Now, I did not see how they were. When they were taken, I didn't see that. But I'm going to go ahead and get away from evil, but that's a whole other area that But I have to tell you, it's very disturbing. And you just don't want to go there. You don't want to go there. But anyway, let's go ahead and continue. And the other thing about this processing center, there are all kinds of things are going on. And kind of behind me, there were those that talked about there are souls that are just not ready to meet with God. They reject God, and they also don't like angels. They don't want to even be near them. And I got to tell you, the angels have a tough job. I kid you not. They're assigned to people, but some are the assignments they have. They have a tough job because they're not fun. They're really hard to deal with. And there was one case that was over to my left back there that I happened to kind of turn around and watch for a second. That this one soul was just kicking and screaming, just was not ready. So what does the angel say to this? I think we need to discuss your behavior. And the soul was looking back, but I don't know what transpired after that. But I'm looking at the time, and I want to keep this short. But it's a processing center, so there are choices that you make. One is being earthbound, And the other is going to heaven. You go through kind of a process getting to heaven. And the angels are there to support you. You can just sense how committed they are to you. The love they had for you, I mean, the commitment to you is really there. And I'm going to go ahead and kind of end it here. When you go to heaven, the sense you get is just magnificent. It is a wonderful place to be, and you have free will. You choose the things that you choose in the next life. You choose where, what is of interest to you. And there's a kind of combination we've talked about before, maybe the other lifetime that you have combined with, learning. And I talked about that in the other previous videos, and so that should hopefully explain it to you. But anyway, I just want to, that's the experience I had, the nuts and bolts. It seemed to be very reality based, and I would assume because I'm kind of that way. Sometimes these ending experiences are really based on where you're at and your comfort zone. Anyway, I'm going to hand it to Aaron. I also appreciate your time on this, and as I always say, I hope your day is going well. And again, I really appreciate your time on this. Thanks again for watching, and have a good day.